Yeah,
Good morning, everyone. I'm here at the Gathering 2022 hosted by OverlandNTH. Event isn't officially open yet, but we are here a day early. We got here last night and did our setup. Got to see some other people that were invited, vendors and other storytellers. So I am a storyteller and I'm going to be presenting the trailer. And as you can see, there's been a couple upgrades that I haven't shared yet. So I will do a proper walk around showing you everything that is kind of updated and changed. And yeah, we're really excited to be here. What a beautiful park this is in Albion Hills. It's going to be an action-packed weekend. We got live music, a bunch of really cool rigs coming in. I've already seen a few come in last night, and wow, it is crazy. Like the truck box is definitely in its element here. The event opens around 1 o'clock today, so I'm really excited to start seeing this. This field behind me is going to be absolutely jam-packed. And go see if they need any help, but they got a full team of volunteers, and OverlandNTH definitely knows how to put on a show. They got everything set up, so yeah, stay tuned. So behind me here I have the full vendor setup. I don't think they're all here yet, but this is pretty awesome. So much stuff here to see, and I'll make sure to do a few interviews, and we'll talk to some pretty interesting people, some pretty interesting gear. Before things get crazy, let's do a little walk around and I'll show you all the updates on the trailer. Where I'm at currently is like the general camping area. So this is where, you know, people who have bought tickets to attend the event for the weekend. We got 2 pavilions, which Cabela's and Bass Pro, I believe, are going to set up, and there's going to be a camping section, a fishing section. There's going to be a few presentations and some really cool talks and stuff there. And then throughout the weekend, there's a select number of people who are invited to come do presentations, like myself. Called storytellers, and so I'm excited to do a presentation on the trailer. Other section, part of the park, where there's a bunch of vendors set up, and these are mostly Overland vendors, and the rigs and stuff that are set up there are absolutely insane. So I'm really excited to give you a walk around on that, and I'll try to do some interviews and see if there's any cool products and things that relate to outfitting a cargo trailer to be an off-grid overland camper. So yeah, let's do a tour. So one of the biggest additions you can see is the 270-degree awning by OVS, Overland Vehicle Systems. And I purchased mine through Off-Road Rehab, James at Off-Road Rehab. If you're interested in getting something set up like this, highly recommend reaching out to them. Gave me a good price, got it shipped to me really quickly. This awning here has the extra 90 degrees that comes out the front. And then you can see I have it mounted to the roof rack. And I got a guy line back to the other end of the roof rack here. And then the other end, that covers the door, covers the kitchen, wraps around, nice and cozy shaded area for the dog. And again, I put a little eyelet bolt on my roof rack there, and it just kind of holds it nice and tight, keeps it in place. So the other upgrade is my fenders. I've finally updated them. They look really good. I did a roll-on bed liner, and so far I really like this textured look. Turned out really nice, and hopefully it's a little bit more durable than the paint. And then I also gone ahead and wired my marker lights there and there, and then they kind of go through, all done properly, waterproofed, and really happy with that setup. And again, these fenders are awesome. I can step on these, makes setting up the awning a breeze. Of course, now I'm starting to film, the wind's picked up. So I've shown my front runner camp kitchen set here, and then I have a light bar underneath, and then this folds up. Perfect little working surface. I added some Velcro around the perimeter for bug netting, but I do have to trim this and get it sized properly. But I also want to do a custom bug mesh for the awning. That'll be awesome to have all this enclosed, and then I'll be able to just leave the door open when we're sleeping. Inside, I have it set up in just bench mode right now. As you can see, got my catch covers for ice fishing. I've gone ahead and added some paneling over the holes that we're patching for the fenders. So on each side, you can't see on that side because we got our clothes there. Got some clothes hooks. And then one of the latest upgrades is this RAM mount for the iPad or a screen. It's really handy. We're able to watch movies last night laying in bed. But then also if we're hanging outside, we can pivot and turn it outside. So aroma cedar planks. I finished the trim here, gone all the way around. I still haven't added trim around the window. I have that to do. And then another upgrade, which is really nice, is I added some new hinges for the legs that lock into place. And so the setting up the bed is really easy now. There's no second guessing. And we just got some storage here again. There, and then this folds down to be a table with a leg. Nice little work surface. Got my smoke detector up there. Here is the control panel. I got the diesel heater, my battery monitor, my inverter, 3000 watt inverter, and my solar charge controller. Everything else, all the setup is behind the panel here, where I have my 100 amp hour lithium battery by CanBat, my switch for the lights. So I'll also show the setup at night. One really nice feature that I added is a light bar, LED light strip here. Really illuminates the outdoor space, makes it really enjoyable. Echo. So what do you think of the new awning?
Love it.
As you know, I'm affiliated with CanBat, great Canadian battery company. They're generous enough to send me a battery to give away this weekend, which is really exciting. This is the 100 amp hour cold rated lithium battery, $1,400 value, and we're going to be giving it away this weekend to one lucky camper that's staying at the event. So stay tuned for that. Echo, do you like CanBat battery? Yeah.
She's wearing red.
She's wearing red. She's wearing CanBat red.
CanBat red.
CanBat red. All right, so I'm here with James from Off-Road Rehab, and sorry, I didn't get your...
My fiance.
Fiance?
Jessica.
Jessica? Hey, my wife's Jessica. Yeah.
All good things are named Jessica.
No,
You heard it here first.
No, they're not.
James at Off-Road Rehab, my awning that I got off of him, awesome, and see a lot of stuff here, so yeah.
So yeah, we're located just outside of Windsor, Ontario, and we sell 4x4 parts and accessories and overlanding gear and tents and stuff.
Yeah.
And we build badass stuff.
I see that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm also the president of the Jeep Club, so I'm known as Jeep, but I actually do way more pickup trucks than I do Jeep.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
everyone knows me as Jeep.
There's tons of crazy rigs here. I see like lifted trucks and insane tires.
42s.
42 tires on that Jeep. But I also see a heavy hauler with a crazy trailer. This is like, I guess, your mobile sales showroom.
Yeah, we name everything, so this is actually Bobby Big Rig.
Bobby Big Rig?
Yeah,
I
that's
like
what
it.
we call it.
How long is it?
It is, so total it's 62 feet.
Yeah.
So there's 41 feet of trail.
That's awesome. And what's pulling it?
It's a Freightliner. It's a 98.
Oh yeah.
So it's the last year for emissions.
Okay.
So it has a 60 series Detroit, 490 horsepower, 2,100 foot-pounds of torque.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and just because I know you want to know, it is well over $2,000 to fill it with fuel.
Jeez.
Surprisingly, it actually gets 11 miles a gallon.
Okay.
Which is the same as the Dodge Ram right there, pulling
Yeah.
a little utility trailer. Right? So,
No kidding.
yeah.
Yeah. This is fully set up.
So we
Storefront.
brought a little bit of product from the store. Our store is just under 5,000 square feet of showroom. So we managed to just pull a little bit here, and
Right on.
someone could do some quick math and figure it out, but this is 20 feet by 8, and that's how much square feeties we have here.
Feeties.
Feeties.
I
That's
like
a new
that.
word, I just made it up.
Yeah, it's really cool. I like the setup.
Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah, so this started off actually as my toy hauler, so I'd haul the Jeep back here, dirt bikes, four-wheelers, snowmobiles, whatever.
Yeah.
And then in the front here's living quarters, which I can show you.
Yeah.
It's messy, but because we've been living in it with the kids and everything.
Oh, this is
so
really
this
comfortable.
So this is the dinette. So normally it'd be set up as a table, but and then we got a bed up there and cabinets and the bathroom and kitchen and Keurig. I didn't do a stove in here. I do a flat top. I have a flat top in here. And I just pull it out and sit it on top.
Okay.
I don't want to do a lot of cooking in here and make everything smell like food. And,
yeah.
You know,
Weather's nice. You got the big awning.
We'll want to quickly warm something up. We got the fridge.
Cool.
And
yeah, this is comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like everything you need, and that's it.
One-stop shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a generator built in on the truck.
Okay.
And then I got a big inverter for in here if I want to run off just battery.
Yeah.
Between the truck and the trailer, I got 8 batteries, and I use this year round.
So it's fully insulated and everything?
Yeah. Actually, I was camping in February in this at the Pinery.
Okay.
And I got stuck trying to leave the Pinery. It was amazing.
Yeah.
I was out there with a shoveling snow. It snowed that night, so...
This is a rig that gets used, and it works.
I use it a lot. And then, like right here in the floor, you'll see there's little bull heads. So that's because there's captured nuts in here. This is where the dirt bike sits.
Oh, yeah?
So I got a plate that goes in, it bolts right there, and then it holds the dirt bike up right here.
Yeah.
This way we can get the Jeeps in the back, the 4-wheeler, the dirt bikes.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
one thing I'm noticing is that everyone, like, it's tricked out, and there's a place for everything and everything in its place.
Yeah, like when it's loaded, I'm loaded.
Yeah.
Like, there is no messing around.
You're taking advantage of every square
If I'm going away for a week, I'm bringing everything.
Yeah.
Only going to use half and wonder why I brought everything.
Yeah.
But I'm bringing everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Thanks a lot,
no
James.
problem.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What are we cooking, Joel?
Ultramboy8@gmail.com. We are cooking some steak and potatoes.
Oh, look at those.
It's a pretty sweet setup, though.
Did you show off your light bar?
I think so.
Talk about it right now. Go. Introduce it.
It's a light bar from Canadian Tire. I paid $22 for it.
Sponsored.
No, not sponsored. But Canadian Tire, if you're reading this,
If you're reading this,
if you're watching this, you know where to find me. Hit me up.
do they know where to find you though?
Oh, joeltrombley@gmail.com. Have you not been watching the whole video?
So what does your shirt say?
Overland North. But the GoPro file corrupted, but we're back. And we have our steaks ready and our potatoes ready. Ah, that's yummy. I almost said bon journée. No, it's not déjeuner.
What?
Bon appetit. Bon appetit. So I got like 10 minutes until my presentation, and got everything all set up. Pretty excited, a little nervous. I'll do some little tidying up here and then showtime. My name is Joel Tremblay, and I'm an intern architect. This is the truck box. And food time.
It's a pig roast.
Pig roast for dinner.
And chickens.
And chickens. I don't know why you saying chimkins sounded more normal than me saying chickens. All right, we're here with Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler.
Yeah, and he's got a really cool Overlanding 4x8 trailer that he built himself, and this thing is awesome. So let's let him give us a tour.
Yeah, so this is our trailer that we built. Like I said, it started as a small 4x8 utility trailer. We stripped it down and started from the ground up with the axle. So a 2,000-pound axle with the bigger tires.
What size tires you got in here?
Like 31s.
Yep. Yeah.
The framing is all 2x2 framing with 3/4 inch plywood walls.
Yeah.
And then on the outside is our hockey boards.
Yeah.
The PVC hockey boards.
I see that. That's nice durable material. Makes sense. Yeah. Really smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Like I said, the intent of the whole build was that we were going to, if we pulled up somewhere late, we could just jump out of the truck, jump into the doors, and go to sleep. Key thing was the awning windows open up, so if it was still raining or whatever, we could still have the windows open. We still have the RV vent up on top to get some airflow. And it's just a standard door handle that we can actually lock at night if we want to.
Yep, that's nice.
And then inside is the beds there's cabinets, shelving, all that. So the two of us fit in there comfortably. Up front is our 100-watt solar panel permanently mounted, and then the 50-watt up on top. It's like a mobile wire-in unit.
Yeah.
All morning, this was actually getting full sun.
Yeah.
No problem. So I didn't actually only just hooked up the remote one within the last hour. Perfect. To keep the solar going. Front right now we just have water jerry's in that, but eventually what's going to go into here will be an actual freshwater tank with a 12-volt self-priming pump.
Okay.
Which will feed to the back kitchen and the sink back there. Got a small RV sink that will have that tap wired into, and all you have to do is just flick the switch here, turn the water pump on. As soon as you turn the tap on, the water will flow, and then it just drains into the bucket straight down below where we can take wastewater and go get rid of it.
Awesome.
So, in the cupboards here, so both cupboards have space, nothing bounces around, so dishes, and on this side here, just smaller like cabinet items like teas and things like that. But we utilize the space underneath because of the wood to actually build for like sharper knives or for batteries, whether utensils, small stuff, right?
Yeah.
Trying to utilize as much space as possible. Cupboards down here, so we have like some more food storage. This here is a power bar that's actually wired to a 2,000-watt inverter up front. So we can just flick the inverter on up front, come back here, and we have wall plugs.
That's awesome. Thinking with mine was wherever the truck can go, the trailer can go.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, but
Yep, and we've done quite a few trips just bouncing around down the trail. It tows behind it perfect. And the nice thing about it being so small too is that it fits into the smaller spots.
Being able to get, out just a little bit further than everyone else, so you can.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right, thanks Tyler for giving me a tour, and this is a sweet setup. Yeah. Good job. All right, we're here with Madison, and she's going to give us a tour of her
2017 Mercedes Sprinter van, 2-wheel drive. So this was full-time home for 2 years. We did 130,000 kilometers coast to coast in Canada and the US. And then in the pandemic, we've renovated it to make it accommodate the COVID puppies, radiant heated floors to AC. Come on inside. So you get the honest tour where we're cooking and it's a mess, because that's what vans are always like. So this has been renovated. Originally looked a little different. I had a desk and a taller bed and all of that. But with puppies, we wanted a couch for them and storage for all their gear. And so this is a giant drawer that contains our kitchen. Our van is all electric, induction, cooktop, Instant Pot, electric kettle. The garage has a healthy battery bank to enable all of that.
Okay. How much battery storage you got on board?
700 amp hours of lithium.
Of lithium?
Yeah.
Right on.
So this is a 12-volt air conditioner on the roof. And we do really necessary things.
Oh, this is wicked. This is what I want to see here. That is awesome.
Obviously required for living off-grid is your own Starbucks. So it's been tons of fun. The van also has radiant heated floors as part of a hydronic heating system that gives hot water, heated floors, hot air. Because we do 4-season and winter is always our favorite, we also have a redundant air heater in case you have an issue when you're minus 40 and you can't move.
Awesome. And the air heater is like the diesel heater?
Yeah.
And is this diesel or is this gas?
This is diesel.
So it's plumbed right into your gas tank?
Yeah.
That's wicked.
Our company is Ray Outfitted.
Okay.
We work with DIYers to do their electrical heaters, things that DIYers don't want to do. We also do full custom vans as well.
Awesome.
So whether you have a gas van, we can tap the gas tank, a diesel van, tap the diesel.
Cool. Not
having extra fuel tanks, secondary sources is just easier.
Yeah. And you want redundant setups and...
Yeah, it's a big piece of the reality is you're guaranteed to have problems on the road no matter how perfect you try to achieve. And so we want to make it repairable, easy. And then also from an insurance standpoint and a risk management, not having extra fuel sources, not having fuel tanks inside the vehicle is just good practice.
Yeah. Cool.
So this screen lets you kind of see everything from what the electrical system is doing, and it also has level sensors on the vehicle's diesel tank, on our freshwater tank, on our gray water tank, and even the Nature's Head composting toilet liquids jug. So we can see everything all in one place. When the van's on Wi-Fi, your phone lets you see all of this as well, including the current temperature of the van, which is handy when you're leaving the dogs inside. So here's our personal van travels, is B&M Van Life on Instagram, and then our company is Ray Outfitted. It's got a website that shows
awesome.
all of the
and
builds.
You guys are located in Canada?
Yeah, we're Port Severn, so
okay.
just Muskoka region.
Yep. Yeah, look at that headroom. That's crazy.
So this is our battery system. You can see there's 7 Battleborn batteries stacked up.
Yeah.
Our van, we intentionally left all of our electrical open and visible because we give tours all the time and show people how it all works. So the plumbing system and the hydronic heating system is over there. We have all these tools because tomorrow we're installing a lithium system and a sailboat.
Right on.
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, thank you very much.
No worries.
And I'll leave a link in the description for all the information, and so you can reach out and see how things are done properly. All right, I'm here with Dino, and he's from Cheaper Jeeper TV. You can find him on YouTube, and I'll leave a link in the description. He's going to give us a tour of his rig and how he has everything set up. It is quite spectacular, so I'll let you take it away.
Thanks, Joel. We'll start here at the back. I've got the Hasika teardrop awning. You can put it on the back of your Jeep if you want. You could also extend it over the side of the Jeep. Like I have the Hasika 4-sided screen tent. And you know, you could have it going over top, so you got like a little gazebo to walk through. If you look, I've got a sleeping platform that I made for the back of the Jeep. I also have a shelf that's built to connect to the roll bar, and at night when we're sleeping, we'll put our cell phones, our laptops on here. And then up here's a shelf that I store Reflectix and my solar panels and blankets and the such. And then underneath the platform is where I store all our camping gear. So I have a chuck box that's built to fit and use all this space, and then with room left over, I call it a pantry box where we put food, and it utilizes 100% of the space under there. And then other things like I got my axe and my lawn chairs fit under there, and I'll just show you all the equipment that was here is in the tent over there, and I'll show you that. If it was early in the morning and somebody wanted to sleep, they can, because there'd be room here. In fact, I made a video on my channel on how I packed the Jeep for camping, so you can see everything getting packed, and you can see how it all fits. That tent over there.
Yeah. And I am going to ask you about your heater.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I see you got that fitted out properly too.
Here's the tent, and we use this as a nice change room. We have a bathroom that we could use here. This is the chuck box, and it was built for the equipment I had and for the space I had underneath the platform. And so you got your frying pan and plates and bowls and cutlery, and everything fits in, so it's always ready for when you're going camping. And then this, with the space left under the platform, I made this box, and it's like, I call it my pantry box. I just shove a bunch of food and things in there.
Awesome.
And then I got my 12-volt fridge, which is powered by the Jackery 500 just over here. And so I was here yesterday, and this morning I checked it. It only used 20% of the battery.
And that was after what, 12 hours of use?
At least, yeah. And also at the back here, the propane tank is a 5-pound propane tank as opposed to those 1-pound things.
Yep.
Because with the 5-pound tank, you can refill it way cheaper than using those 1-pound things. Now that bag is from Adventure Trail Gear. It's a really rugged PVC coated vinyl fabric with really thick zippers, and that straps to the spare tire of a Jeep, so you don't have to have it in your rig when you're
so
driving.
It's outside.
Yeah,
nice.
But everything that you see all fits inside, except for the propane tanks. But when you are in town, and if you're, say, going to a restaurant, you could put the tank in the Jeep, and your Jeep looks like any other Jeep. It doesn't look like
stealthy.
an Overland rig with all this equipment that you might worry about.
Right.
Yeah, stealthy is a good word.
Yeah, because I imagine you use this setup 4 seasons. And
yes.
We live in the beautiful country of Canada where 6 months of the year, it's below freezing. So, yeah.
And I'm lucky, like my wife likes to go winter camping. So we made a diesel heater to help make it a little more comfortable. And normally the heater is oriented the opposite way, so the exhaust pipes and everything are coming out this side.
Okay.
But I oriented it this way so I could show people the inside.
Yeah.
Now I have a video on how to build this. Essentially, there's the diesel heater right here. It exhausts out the side. And then here's the 5-liter tank. We're running it on low. It'll last all weekend.
Oh yeah.
So I just take the pipes off, these tubes off, and everything fits into that case. So that's the accessory case, and that's the furnace.
Nice.
But here, what's important is to mention that if you use these kind of heaters, you should use an alarm. So if the carbon monoxide level gets above 10 parts per million, it'll go off, and you know to get out of the Jeep. And then this thing is a carbon monoxide monitor.
Okay.
So this is on full time. This one actually has a 10-year battery in it. This one you have to turn on, and then it'll let you know the actual amount of carbon monoxide in the air.
And a localized moment at the time, live.
Exactly. So if there's a slow leak of 1 part per million, it might not set off the alarm, but you'd be breathing that in, and you don't want to because it'll make you sick. So knowing at least in advance before it gets out of hand that there's a slow leak, then you could deal with it.
Yeah.
So very important safety things to take in mind if you're going to use something like this.
Yep.
Fridge in here, and I'll keep the jackery in there. Thing at night. At night when I go to sleep, I always have the fridge in the Jeep because I don't want animals getting at it and that kind of thing. And so basically, I made this panel here out of that corrugated plastic cardboard kind of thing.
Yep.
So in terms of vents, we have this one right here, made from the same material. And this is a soffit vent, so you buy them like for $3.50.
Yeah.
And you could do your own. So there's one on this side and one on the other
So
side.
there's some cross ventilation.
Yeah, so there's great cross ventilation. It's amazing how comfortable it is, you know, when you have such good ventilation. And then there's a mesh in the back that keeps the bugs out. And up at the top, there's another kind of mesh that I use for storage. So when I get to bed, if I don't know where to throw my hat or I need a blanket, I could use that space up there. We went camping, it was minus 25, it was crazy. So I recirculated the warm air. But normally for regular temperatures, I just bring in fresh air.
Okay,
And then it blows in and, you know, evacuates the Jeep through all the cracks and things like that.
Right on. This is an awesome setup.
Awesome.
And I appreciate you giving the tour.
Oh, my pleasure.
And if you want to see more stuff, Dino has a full YouTube channel with, I'm sure, in-depth videos, and I think you upload every Saturday.
Every Saturday, and there's playlists on camping, a playlist on the diesel heater, and other kinds of things.
All right, thanks, Dino.
Take care.
Movie time. So I'd like to thank the good folks at CanBat for providing a battery to give away for this event. And we did a raffle last night, and Donnie is the guy who won. And it's funny enough that he's actually here in another cargo trailer, so that's awesome.
Perfect.
So a bunch of people are now packing up, and we're basically just finishing lunch, and we're gonna pack up there soon. And I just want to say thank you to all the guys at Overland North for having me. This is not the last time I'll be at one of your events. This was an unbelievable experience. And if you guys are watching, this is going to happen every year. I believe they have another event in September. So be sure to check them out. And yeah, you can see a bunch of really cool rigs and meet some amazing people. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.